Hello everyone, my name is Temitope Ige. This is the third part of my SQL Basics tutorials. Today we'll be mastering the where statement in SQL. In the first part of this tutorial, I created the database named Bristol Homes. I also created the two tables, staff salary and staff demographics, and inserted data into the tables. In the second part, we mastered using the select and from statements. And in this third part, we will be using the where statement. When I use where statement, the return data will be limited based on the condition that I set in the where statement. This means that I will only see data that meets the condition I set. I will be using the where statement with the equals to, not equals to, less than, greater than, and, or, like, null, not null, and in keyword. I will use the select all from staff demographics to display the full data in the staff demographics table. There are 9 rows of data in the table. Observe that the first row of first name column has David as the first name of the staff with staff ID 1001. Now, I will get started with the where keyword. Let me select all from staff demographics where first name equals to David. What I am saying here is that select all rows and columns where first name is David. I execute and it returns one row because we only have one David in the first name column in this table, and it returns the whole row record for that one David because I said select all, not just one column. Let's try to pull the data for all rows and column where the first name is not equals to David using select all from staff demographics where first name not equals to David using the not equals to sign. I will execute this and see that I have everybody's data except for David Mark, whose first name is David. Now, let's look at the greater than and less than keyword. This table has the age column and we can use that. So I write a script that says select all from staff demographics where age greater than 30. When I execute this, I get everybody who is over the age of 30. As you can see, this does not include people who are 30 years old. If I want it to show people who are 30 and above, I will write select all from staff demographics where age greater than or equals to 30 using the sign of the greater than or equals to. When I execute this, I will see people who are 30 and above. Let me ask for all data of people who are less than 32 using select all from staff demographics where age is lesser than 32. Here I can see everyone less than 32. To see all rows and column for people who are 32-year-old and below, I will use select all from staff demographics where age lesser than or equals to 32 using the appropriate sign which says less than or equals to 32. Now, people who are 32 years and below are included. Now, I want to go further by saying that I want people who are equal or less than 32 and who are also male. So I will write select all from staff demographics where age less than or equals to 32 and gender equals to male. Here I have given it two criteria or two conditions. I have told SQL that I want to see all the rows and columns of people, of staffs, but they must be 32. Their age must be 32 or less than 32. And secondly, they have to be male. So I am expecting record of male staff who are 32 and below. When I execute this, it shows or return 4 people who meet the both criteria I gave. If you notice, I introduce another keyword with the where, which is the and keyword. So this is what the and keyword does. It will return true if the both conditions that I gave to it is true. It will not return a row if it does not meet all the conditions that I set. Now, if I use the all keyword with the where keyword instead of the and keyword, saying select all from staff demographics where age is less than or equals to 32 or the gender equals to male, then only one of these condition or criteria needs to be met or true for the row to be returned. I am saying give me anyone who is 32 and below or whose gender is male. So if I execute this, I will see record of people that are older than 32, and although they are older than 32 and do not meet my first condition, however, their records will show if their gender is male, and so they are included. Let's move to the like keyword really quickly. I will look at the full table data again using select all from staff demographics. You should note that when we use the like keyword in SQL, we are doing it sometimes for numerical data, but oftentimes it is for text information. So if I am looking for everybody whose last name starts with B, that's the alphabet B, like Basi, I cannot really do it with any other statement, but I can say select all from staff demographics where last name, like, I open the quotation mark, I put a B, and then I put a percent sign at the back of the B inside the quotation mark. The percent sign here is a wild card, and it indicates that the last name should start with B, and we can have as many characters after the B as possible. Even if there are no characters after B, it is allowed. When we execute this, we can see that we just have one person whose last name starts with B. I will So for the white card we have more than one type of white card, but here I've showed you how to use the percent white card and what the percent white card stand for. I will go ahead to select all rows and columns from the table again using select all from staff demographics to see the full table data again. I can also put the percent white card anywhere in the quotation mark by writing select all from staff demographics where last name, like, I open the quotation mark, I put the C alphabet, I put the percent Y card, I put the S alphabet, and I put a percent Y card at the back. Here I am saying that I want the last name should be starting with a C. In the last name column, the last name should start with a C, and then it can have any characters after the C, and after that there can be an S anywhere in the staff last name. So that's why I said a C should start it. Then the percent wide card is for, okay, it can have any other characteristics, then an S, then any other characteristics. So this will return if the last name starts with a C and it has S anywhere in that name. Okay, so now you should get the logic of the letters and the wildcard placement to show exactly the names you want. I can specify multiple things. To return a last name that has an S anywhere in it, I write select all from staff demographics where last name, like, I open quotation mark, I put the percent wildcard in front of the S and the percent wildcard after the S. So once the last name has S anywhere in front of it, it will be returned. When I execute this, I can see that 5 people met the criteria. They have S somewhere in their last name. This is a hint on how you can use the like keyword. You can use it for numeric too. This is just the basic of how you can use it. Let me take a look at the entire table again using select all from staff demographics. Now I want to show you how to use null and not null. There are no null or missing values in any of the columns in this staff demographics table. And even though I can alter this table to include nulls or missing values in it, but I will treat altering tables in later videos. So if I write select all from staff demographics where first name is null, it will not return any row because there are no null or missing values in any column. But if I say select all from staff demographics where first name is not null, it will return the entire table because nothing in the first name column is null. So that is how to use it. There are a lot of use cases of null and not null. It is super useful and I'll be using it in later videos and projects. Now let's move to the in keyword. In is like equals to keyword, but more like a multiple equal statement. So if you want to say where first name equals David, and we also want to include where first name equals Michael and etc., I can say select all from stack demographics where first name is equals to David and where first name equals to Mary, but it is easier to use in. I will do select all from staff demographics where first name in I'll open the bracket and I'll put the names using quotation mark and a comma. I can do as many names as I want, separated by commas. And when I execute it, everything will be returned. So it is an easy way when we want to give a condition that says a column value should be equal to many things. So that is the where statement. I think it can get extremely complex, but this video really highlights the basics. And if you understand this, you already know the basics of using the where statement. In the next video, I will go over the group by and the order by statement. And after that, I am done with SQL Basics and will move to the intermediate level. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, kindly hit the subscribe button and feel free to share. Thank you.